10 clear signs a woman thinks you're attractive. Old Stoic wisdom. True love is not something that comes to you, but something that must be found within. Marcus Aurelius. When it comes to attraction, words rarely capture its essence. Women, especially those who find you genuinely appealing, don't always speak their feelings openly. Desire, after all, isn't about what's said, it's about what's felt, often in ways you might not immediately recognize. A woman who's attracted to you doesn't hand her intentions to you on a silver platter. Instead, she reveals them in the quiet, subtle gestures that speak volumes: a lingering glance, a playful touch, or a laugh that feels as if it's meant for you alone. But here's where most men get it wrong. They overlook these cues. They mistake her signals for mere politeness or ambiguous behavior. They assume she's just being friendly or that she's unsure of what she wants. But here's the reality. She's been making her move, and you missed it. So, if you've ever found yourself asking, did she like me? Or was that a sign? Consider this your answer. We're about to uncover 10 unmistakable signs that a woman thinks you're attractive. These signs don't just hint at attraction. They speak of a deeper connection, one that lingers in her mind and stirs her heart. Once you learn to recognize these signals, you'll understand that women don't chase men. They draw them in with their allure, and all you have to do is recognize when the invitation has been extended. Ready to decode the mystery? Let's dive in. 1. Her eyes undress you before her hands ever will. When it comes to knowing if a woman finds you attractive, the first sign is often the most subtle. Her eyes. You might be in the same room with her, and you can't quite put your finger on it, but something shifts. The atmosphere changes as if gravity itself has decided to behave differently, and suddenly, you feel like you're the center of her attention, though she hasn't spoken a word. Don't be fooled into thinking this moment is marked by loud, obvious gestures like hair flips, giggles, or a swipe of lipstick. These are easy to spot, yes, but they aren't where the true signals lie. The first indication that she's drawn to you is in her eyes, the window to a mind that's already exploring what you might look like in a far more intimate light. You must pay close attention to the way she looks at you. It's not a fleeting glance, it's a purposeful pause. Her pupils lock on you with a stillness that's impossible to ignore. The look isn't nervous or quick, it's calm and deliberate, like an artist taking a long, hard look at a subject before deciding where to place the first brush stroke. The truth is, when a woman's eyes linger, it's not about casual interest, it's about intention. You'll catch her eyes roaming toward your mouth as you speak, as if she's imagining the words coming from a different angle. Maybe she'll hold her gaze just a half-second longer than usual before breaking it. Or she'll glance back at you a second time, unashamed and unapologetic about it. That is a sign of genuine desire, not curiosity or politeness. And make no mistake, if she's looking at you with that intensity, she's not just looking for a quick compliment or to feel your attention for a second. She's mentally picturing what it would be like to be closer to you. Women are visual creatures, but they don't always display it overtly. They rely on the subtlety of their gaze, letting desire seep through the cracks of a poker face. When that desire sneaks through, you'll see it in the way her eyes betray her. Her body might remain calm, but her mind is already halfway there, thinking about you in a way that goes beyond the superficial. This is a classic example of the old Stoic wisdom that teaches us to read beyond the surface. In life, it's not the obvious moves that matter. It's the quiet, deliberate ones, like the Stoic principles that emphasize control over reactions and the ability to perceive what's hidden beneath the surface. The same applies to understanding attraction, the way a woman's eyes move, the pauses they make, and the rhythm they follow all point towards something deeper. You must learn to read these subtle signs, much like the Stoics read the world. It's about developing an iron mind that doesn't get distracted by the surface-level noise, but instead focuses on the hidden, meaningful cues. When her eyes linger longer than necessary, when her gaze is unwavering, it's clear. She's not just looking, she's imagining. And that's a powerful thing, because when you see through the lens of Stoic wisdom, you understand that attraction isn't always about loud signals. It's about quiet, purposeful intention. 2. She laughs like she wants you to hear her moan. Laughter. It's an art that often goes unnoticed, a weapon of seduction that can speak volumes without a single word. Most men hear a laugh and think, "Hey, she thinks I'm funny," but do you truly understand the message behind it? There's a stark difference between laughing with someone and laughing for someone. When a woman finds you attractive, her laughter is no longer a mere sound. It's a layer of meaning, a subtle declaration that her interest runs deeper. That laugh, it has texture, smooth and sultry, with a breathiness that seems to drift from her chest, curling down low as if it's attempting to slip past your guard. It's a laugh that wraps itself around your thoughts and doesn't let go. It's as if the sound of her joy carries with it the desire to be close to you, to linger. You didn't even have to crack a genius-level joke, but suddenly you're the star of her private comedy club. Your words, whether witty or not, spark a response that's so powerful, it feels intentional. You might think it's just coincidence. It's not. You're the only show in town, and she's front and center, eyes fixed on you, a gaze that doesn't blink, a gaze that says, "I see you." Her laugh, it's more than a sound. It's a doorway, a signal that she's already invited you into her private world. When a woman laughs with that energy, when she opens up like that, she's giving you a glimpse into the chemistry that's brewing underneath the surface. Watch her body. The little signs are telling. If she leans in when she laughs, or touches your arm, those are signals, too. That's not about comedy anymore. That's about connection, her body language, the way she throws her head back or rests her hand on her thigh as she giggles. It's not just playfulness. It's a magnetic pull. She's using her laughter like a slow dance, drawing you in, establishing comfort. And yet, there's an undeniable tension, sexual, electric, and very much alive. Her laugh isn't just a response. It's an invitation, a soft, whispered RSVP to something deeper, more primal. That giggle, it's not just about you being funny. It's a subtle strip-tease of the soul, a revealing of layers, an unveiling of intimacy. When she laughs too hard at your dumbest joke, don't question your comedic abilities. It's not about that. It's about the unspoken tension, the way she wants you to hear her laugh, to feel it. It's not about humour. It's about how she's opening the door to something more. This, my friend, is where Stoic rules meet practical Stoicism. True wisdom isn't just about what's said or done in the obvious light. It's about recognizing the subtle signals, the things that are unspoken. The paths of wisdom show us that understanding these unspoken dynamics, these little signs, can guide us toward deeper, more meaningful connections. The art of recognizing these signs. That's your key to unlocking a powerful bond, one that transcends the simple and goes into something real. Be aware. Stay sharp. You must see what others miss. And remember, you don't need to be the comedian to understand the chemistry. It's there. All you have to do is notice. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. For more timeless wisdom, make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment to remember, I am a magnetic force, and my presence is felt. Drop that in the comments to show your engagement and keep the positive energy flowing. 3. Her voice drops like it's been touched. When a woman is attracted to you, there's a subtle, undeniable shift in her behaviour that you must recognise. One powerful sign is the way her voice changes when she's around you. Her pitch, tone, and cadence soften, lower, and deepen. It's not dramatic, but it's enough to make the atmosphere around you thick with energy. Her voice becomes smooth, almost velvety, like it's been touched by something primal, something magnetic. This isn't just a fluke. It's rooted in biology. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, often reminded us that our responses to the world around us are controlled by our judgments. When a woman feels attraction, her voice adjusts automatically, subconsciously. A reflection of her desire. She may not even know it, but her voice drops in pitch and takes on a sensual, husky quality that speaks volumes. Listen closely when she says your name. It becomes something more than a simple sound. It transforms into a personal, intimate symphony. She lingers on it, almost tasting it, savouring the connection. It's a rhythm, a deliberate choice to make you feel seen, desired. You'll hear the difference in the way she speaks to others too. Is her tone faster, lighter, more casual when she talks to someone else? But when it's you, she slows down, becomes more deliberate, more focused. It's not by chance. It's a sign of something deeper at work. Biology is doing its job, playing in the background while desire takes center stage. When her voice carries that hint of intimacy, even in a mundane setting like a coffee shop, know that you've crossed a boundary. You've moved past the friend zone. She's picturing you in a space where attraction ignites, where possibilities unfold. She's imagining something more, something profound. In these moments, remember that this is Stoicism at work. Epictetus would urge you to observe, to be aware of the signals, to understand them as part of the greater design. These subtle shifts aren't mere coincidences, they are deliberate expressions of desire, and you must be astute enough to notice them, to take them as a sign of your own power. She's communicating more than words. Her voice speaks volumes. Stay present, stay aware, and understand that you're not just in her thoughts, you're in her fantasies. This is your moment. Seize it. You're not here by accident. You're here because you've earned this attention. Be bold. Step forward. Play your part in this game of attraction. Know your worth. Stand tall and remember to win. You must recognize the signs, embrace the opportunity, and never let doubt cloud your vision. 4. Her body faces you, but her thoughts are already naked. When a woman finds you attractive, her body tells a story even before her words do. And here's the truth. Body language never lies. You can fake a smile, but the subtle signals of desire are impossible to hide. Her movements betray her thoughts, each gesture revealing more than she realizes. Take her body's orientation. For example, the moment her knees, hips, and shoulders align toward you, it's clear. You've become the center of her world. Like a camera zooming in on the main character, the entire scene shifts in your favor, but that's just the beginning. Pay attention to the way she touches herself, not in a provocative way, not yet, but in a manner that signals her growing attraction. She'll play with her necklace, run fingers through her hair, or adjust her clothing. Simple movements, yet each one is an unconscious invitation. These aren't nervous fidgets, they're deliberate actions steeped in attraction, hinting at the deeper layers of her feelings. Her posture speaks volumes as well. When she's near you, notice how her body straightens or how she might arch slightly, exposing her neck or parting her lips ever so gently. It's as if she's letting her body communicate what words can't. These are the subtle signs that the iron mind of Stoic principles may suggest we pay attention to, for they reveal more truth than we might expect. Then there are the micro-movements, quick glances at your lips, the slight shifting of her weight, or that gentle tilt of her head as you speak. These little gestures are far from random. They are powered by the hormonal forces of attraction, curiosity, and desire, an orchestration as precise as a Stoic's inner resolve. And then, the real clincher, if she finds ways to get closer, brushing against you, allowing her hand to linger near yours without pulling away. Don't mistake it for coincidence. She isn't testing boundaries. She's inviting you to cross them. It's here, in this dance of attraction, that Stoic principles truly come alive, balancing desire and restraint, giving room for the tension to build. This isn't just chemistry, it's a subtle invitation to connect on a deeper level. And if you want to understand the true meaning behind these signs, remember, the old Stoic wisdom teaches us to observe, reflect, and act with the precision of an iron mind. Never ignore what's hidden in plain sight. If you're picking up on these signs, you're not imagining things. Body language reveals more than words ever could. If you found this insightful, comment below and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember, a woman's body never lies. Her attraction speaks through every movement. 5. She touches you like she's testing chemistry and hoping it explodes. In the fast-paced world of attraction, men often struggle to read the subtle signs that a woman finds them attractive, but there are ways to understand what her actions are truly saying. With a little practical stoicism and understanding of the paths of wisdom, you can decode the signals she sends your way. So let's break it down and make it crystal clear. These are the moments when you'll know for sure if she's into you. 1. She touches you like she's testing chemistry, hoping it explodes. Don't be fooled. Touch is never just touch. It's a subtle but powerful language, a test of chemistry, and a confession all rolled into one. When a woman finds you attractive, she doesn't wait for permission. She'll create opportunities to lightly touch you, just enough to make your skin tingle, but never too much to feel forced. Her fingers graze your arm mid-laugh, her hand lingers on your shoulder a bit too long, and she might even straighten your collar or flick away some lint from your shirt. These aren't accidents. These are deliberate, calculated touches, and they mean something. You might notice how her hand lingers a second too long. Her body will flinch with a subtle, almost imperceptible hesitation, as if she's asking herself, "Did I just do that?" Yes, she did. And it means that you've crossed into a new territory, the realm of attraction. 2, she's aware of her own touch. The difference between a casual touch and a deliberate one lies in her awareness. A simple touch of your arm isn't just a reflex, it's a question. Her gaze might shift downward, or she might blush, almost as if acknowledging the spark that just ignited. When a woman is aware of her own touch, you're no longer in the maybe zone, you're in the hot zone. This touch carries with it a kind of magnetic energy, a signal, without words, that says, "Do you feel that too?" 3. The gravity of her fingertips. Her fingertips carry weight. There's a certain gravity to them now. This isn't an idle brush of your arm. This is a calculated gesture meant to test boundaries, to gauge whether you feel the electricity she's radiating. If her touch feels like it lingers just a bit longer than necessary, understand that it's a silent message being delivered. It's an invitation, one that doesn't require words. The more you become attuned to these signals, the more you'll understand the Stoic rules of attraction. There is meaning in every movement, every glance, every touch. 4. You're no longer in the friend zone. Touch is sacred real estate in the world of attraction. When a woman initiates it repeatedly, you can be sure you're no longer in the friend zone. She's making the first move, subtly, but unmistakably. The more she touches you, the more you're invited to play this silent game of attraction. When you find yourself in this space, it's time to stop questioning whether she likes you. The answer is clear. 5. She's bold without saying a word. The most profound messages are often the ones that don't need words. When she touches you with intention, it's a form of boldness. She's taking the risk, showing vulnerability, and putting herself out there without asking for anything in return. In this moment, she's not waiting for your approval, she's testing to see if you'll meet her in the middle. And trust me, when you do, you'll feel the shift. Final thoughts. Understanding attraction is an art that blends awareness, intuition, and a little bit of Stoic wisdom. As the great Stoics taught, the ability to understand human nature comes from a sharp perception of the present moment. Touch is one of the most honest expressions of that. When you feel it, recognize it, and respond with confidence, you're not just engaging in the dance of attraction, you're walking the path of wisdom. And let's face it, there's nothing more attractive than a man who understands the rules of the game. So, next time she touches you, don't just shrug it off. Acknowledge the signal, feel the spark, and remember you don't need to say a word. Your actions, your understanding of these subtle cues, will say everything for you. 6. She asks questions like she's undressing your soul. When a woman is genuinely attracted to you, her curiosity takes on a profound intensity. It's no longer just about exchanging pleasantries. She doesn't merely ask what you've been up to, but delves into the very core of who you are. Why do you think the way you do? What shapes your beliefs? What fears keep you awake at night? These aren't questions you answer casually. They're questions designed to unravel your soul, to explore the depth of your being. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This is the essence of attraction when it's genuine. It's not about superficial things. It's about understanding, about connecting on a deeper level. She remembers the little things, like your dog's name or the drink you ordered days ago, and she'll use that knowledge to draw closer to you. The more you reveal, the more she'll want to know. It becomes a game of psychological strip poker, layer by layer, emotion by emotion. When she starts opening up to you, sharing something personal or vulnerable, it's a clear sign of her emotional investment. This isn't casual flirting. It's a dance of connection, where the stakes grow higher with every passing moment. Conversations stretch beyond the typical exchange, morphing into deep, meaningful dialogue. What starts as a casual, "How's your day?" shifts into long, drawn-out talks that carry the weight of everything that matters. The hours slip away, and suddenly, you've crossed the threshold from being someone she's merely talking to into someone she feels she must know. This is where true attraction thrives, not just in the physical, but in the emotional, the mental, and the philosophical. She's not just interested in your surface, she's searching for your essence, the intricacies of your thoughts, and the story of your life. If she's willing to dive into the details of your past, the little quirks that define you, she's no longer just flirting, she's falling. And if you're smart, you'll recognize that her curiosity is a reflection of your own value. Epictetus reminds us that control lies not in manipulating others, but in mastering ourselves. Be the man who knows his worth, who stands strong in his values. Don't just wait for her to ask the questions. Take the lead, share your truth, and allow her to fall deeper into your world. Life is about mastery, and attraction is no different. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and the relationships we cultivate. Win her over by owning your story, embracing your flaws, and showing up authentically. Remember, attraction is a game of depth, not surface. Master it, and you'll see the power shift in your favor. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 7. She mirrors you like you're her favorite scene. If a woman mirrors you like you're the star of her favorite scene, don't dismiss it as a coincidence. This subtle yet powerful behavior speaks volumes, and once you recognize it, you'll see the connection clearly. Mirroring is not just a cute imitation. It's an alignment of energy, a dance between two people who are naturally in sync. Picture this: she sits the way you sit, tilts her head when you do, or even takes a sip from her drink right after you do. It's almost like she's choreographing your movements with precision. But here's the kicker. It's not mimicry, it's chemistry. Her body is saying something profound. We're the same. We fit. This isn't just a random act. It's evolution at work, a subconscious attunement to the rhythm of the one you're drawn to. When your actions sync up in this way, it's not happenstance, it's connection. And the more she mirrors you, the deeper the bond forms. It's not about copying, it's about resonance. If she crosses her legs when you do, or leans in when you lean in, that's a physical manifestation of attraction. Her body is telling you it feels aligned with yours. Even her words will start to mirror yours. Your slang, your tone, your cadence. It's instinct, plain and simple. When we are attracted to someone, we unconsciously match their frequency, their heartbeat, and their soul. This is the magic of attraction, unfolding naturally. She's not just interested. She's attuning to you, aligning herself to your world in a way that is undeniable. Don't run from this. Lean in. In those moments, you're not witnessing mere coincidence. You're seeing a deep, primal connection that's as old as humanity itself. It's an unspoken bond, an emotional and physical alignment. And when you embrace it, you're tapping into an ancient truth. This is where Old Stoic wisdom comes into play. The Stoic principles remind us to recognize and trust the forces that pull us, even when we can't see them clearly. Embrace your iron mind. Focus on the reality that you are in the midst of a powerful connection. Don't overanalyze or doubt the signals. Recognize them for what they are: a woman aligning with you, heart and mind. So, if you notice her mirroring you, don't hesitate. This is your cue to lean in, to see the rhythm of attraction unfolding before you. It's not a simple game of chance. It's instinct, it's connection, and it's worth exploring fully. The Stoic wisdom here is clear. Don't let doubt or confusion cloud the path of understanding. Trust in the process, in the connection, and in the alignment of energies that you're witnessing. This is the real deal. 8. She fidgets like her body's arguing with her mind. When it comes to understanding attraction, you don't always need to decode every glance or every move. Sometimes, attraction isn't a smooth, polished thing. In fact, it can be messy, chaotic, and intense. But that's where you, with the wisdom of Stoic rules and practical Stoicism, can apply calm to the storm. 1. She fidgets like her body's arguing with her mind. Don't mistake this for anxiety. Attraction rarely looks confident. In fact, it often looks like tension, nervous energy, or a storm of controlled chaos. When a woman thinks you're attractive, her body often goes rogue. You might catch her playing with her hair, biting her lip, or tugging at the sleeve of her shirt. She crosses and uncrosses her legs, or shifts in her seat restlessly. These aren't just nervous habits. They're her body's way of burning off unspoken desire, a desire she hasn't acted on yet. She's caught in a battle between what her mind tells her and what her body is screaming to do. You must understand this isn't discomfort. This is anticipation. The storm raging inside her isn't an accident. It's the pull of attraction. Her mind may be telling her to stay cool, to stay composed, but her body is screaming, do something, say something, touch him. She's out of control in the best possible way. And it's not just about physical attraction. Her emotions, her thoughts, they are all tangled in the moment. She's not bored. You're the reason she can't sit still. 2. Her body talks even when her mind doesn't know what to say. Have you ever noticed how attraction looks clumsy at times? It's not always smooth, it's real. Sometimes it's knocking over her drink, forgetting what she was saying mid-sentence, or tripping over her words. This is the rawness of desire. It's unfiltered and genuine. When a woman's mind is trying to hold it together, but her body is saying something else, that is the moment you know she's attracted to you. It might not be graceful, but it's a sure sign that she's caught up in something deeper. You must recognize this chaos as part of the path of wisdom. Attraction isn't always serene. It's often messy, but in its raw form, it's also authentic. It's the fire that burns beneath the surface, and only someone who understands practical Stoicism will appreciate the profound nature of this moment. The Stoic rule here is simple. You can't control everything, and that's okay. Let her fidget. 3. The more you notice, the clearer it becomes. You might initially think she's just nervous, or maybe she's uninterested, but the more you observe, the more you'll see the truth. Fidgeting isn't boredom, it's a sign that you've captured her attention. She's off balance, and that's the opposite of boring. When you grasp this, you begin to realize the beauty of understanding attraction through the lens of wisdom. The Stoic rules remind us that often, the signs of attraction are subtle but profound. You must be aware of these little details because they reveal a lot more than words ever will. Pay attention to the fidgeting. It's not random, it's the physical manifestation of something deeper. Remember, attraction isn't always about being smooth or polished. Sometimes it's about noticing the raw moments, the unfiltered chaos, and understanding the desire that drives them. Don't be fooled by surface-level coolness. The real magic happens when she can't quite sit still. In conclusion, embrace the chaos. So, when a woman's body is a flurry of motion, when she's fidgeting and shifting and trying to get comfortable, don't shy away, don't assume she's uncomfortable or awkward. Instead, be present, be calm in the face of her chaos. That is the practical Stoicism you need to apply. Recognize that attraction is not always a quiet, polished thing. Sometimes it's raw, electric, and real. When you notice the fidgeting, you'll know you're the one who's stirring the storm inside her, and that is the greatest form of attraction. So, don't dismiss it. The path of wisdom isn't always about reading signs in silence. Sometimes it's about seeing the tension and appreciating the beauty in it. If you've made it this far, you've already caught on to something most men never even notice. True attraction isn't always smooth or confident. It's raw, electric, and sometimes clumsy. You're the reason she's off balance. Now, it's time to recognize the signs and act on them. Please comment below. I'm ready to embrace the chaos of attraction and step into something real. 9. She makes herself available, then pretends it's coincidence. When a woman finds you attractive, she won't hesitate to make herself available in ways that seem coincidental, but they're anything but. She shows up where you are. Her messages come fast, almost instantaneously. She'll say things like, "I was just in the area, but you know better." This isn't fate. This is strategy. She wants to be near you, and she'll arrange the universe to make it happen. She won't outright chase you, but she'll ensure you're the one to chase, using a method that feels subtle, almost unnoticeable. Her plans will always seem like accidents. She'll suggest group hangouts, but before you know it, it's just the two of you. It's not random, it's calculated. She's closing in, inch by inch, and the signals are clear. She creates moments to extend the interaction, to linger, to laugh longer. In Stoic philosophy, Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The same applies here. A woman who finds you attractive will show you she wants you, but she will not want to make herself too obvious. Instead, she will guide you, gently pushing you toward her. This is how the dynamics of attraction work: strategic, silent, and powerful. You must recognize the signs and take control. This is your moment to step into the pursuit with confidence. Don't wait for fate. Take the reins. Every time she accidentally appears, every time she accidentally lingers longer than necessary. Understand this. She is not just a passive player in this game. She is using ancient feminine strategies, but you must choose to win. Stoicism teaches us that control is the key. You must recognize what's within your power. Winning here doesn't mean waiting passively. It means stepping up and showing that you can handle life's challenges, attractiveness, interaction, pursuit, all with clarity and purpose. In the words of Epictetus, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Recognize her signs, seize the moment, and let your actions speak louder than words. This is how you win. This is how you master the dynamics of attraction. 10. Her goodbye always feels like a beginning. When a woman finds you attractive, it's not just about how she enters the room. It's about how she leaves. Pay attention, because her departure speaks volumes. The goodbye that drags on, the hesitant steps, the backward glances, the lingering touch. These are all subtle signs that she's not ready to let go. She doesn't want to leave. She wants to stay, even if her lips won't say it outright. Her hug feels like it has no end. Her eyes telling a story her words can't. It's the kind of goodbye that doesn't feel like one at all, more like the beginning of something else. You must recognize the power of these moments. Notice the way her hand might brush against yours one last time, the way she bites her lip before whispering, "See you soon?" with an emphasis that rings more like a promise than a casual phrase. This is no ordinary farewell. It's a preview, a trailer to a movie where she hopes you'll be the lead actor. If you want to understand this, you need to sharpen your awareness, embrace the old Stoic wisdom, and develop an iron mind. Women don't just show their attraction in grand gestures, they do it in the details, in the subtle signs, in the way they leave the room. Be alert, don't miss it. Old Stoic principles teach us that every action, no matter how small, carries significance. When a woman lingers in this way, it's a clear message. She's not finished with you yet. She's holding back, waiting for you to do something about it. Don't let her leave without recognizing the depth of her feelings. It's all in the way she says goodbye, slow, intentional, as though she's waiting for you to stop her. You must meet her energy with the same sharp awareness, recognizing that these are not just fleeting moments. They are invitations, a chance for you to take control, to be the one who recognizes the signs and acts accordingly. Remember, she's not thinking about you just to pass the time. She's hoping you'll take action, hoping you'll pursue what's left unspoken. The truth is, when you learn to read between the lines, you see the Stoic principles in action. A woman's goodbye might just be the most revealing part of her attraction. It's an invitation to test your resolve, to see if you have the strength to respond with confidence and clarity. So, when that moment comes, when her goodbye feels like the start of something, don't just stand there. Take the lead. Be the one who isn't afraid to act, because this is where the real test begins. Keep your mind clear, stay sharp, and don't let the moment slip away. The signs are there, and it's up to you to recognize them. All right, that wraps up our discussion on the 10 clear signs a woman finds you attractive through the lens of Old Stoic wisdom. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content like this. And hey, if you have any feedback or thoughts, or if there's something you want to dive deeper into, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your opinions and have a discussion with you. Thanks for watching. And remember, understanding these signs isn't just about reading cues, it's about applying timeless wisdom to make better connections. See you in the next video.